In today's world, everyone is trying to be heard. Everyone wants to speak. Everyone wants to prove something. But have you ever noticed, the most powerful person in the room is often the one who is silent. Silence is misunderstood. People think silence means fear. People think silence means helplessness. In a world where everyone is rushing to speak, to explain, to defend, to prove, there is a quiet kind of strength that often goes unnoticed. It does not announce itself loudly. It does not argue to be right. It simply exists calm, aware, and deeply rooted. This strength is found in the woman who has learned the power of silence. Silence does not mean she is empty. Silence means she is full of understanding, full of patience, full of emotional intelligence. She knows that every situation does not require a reaction, and every opinion does not deserve a response. While others waste energy trying to win conversations, she saves her energy to win her life. A silent woman observes carefully. She watches how people behave when they are comfortable and how they behave when they are challenged. She listens not only to words, but also to tone, intention, and silence itself. This awareness gives her clarity, and clarity gives her control. She does not let temporary emotions decide permanent actions. There was a time when she explained herself again and again, hoping to be understood. But experience taught her something valuable. People understand only at their own level of awareness. So now, instead of over-explaining, she simply chooses peace. Instead of reacting, she reflects. Instead of proving, she improves. Her silence is not passive. It is active self-respect. It is the space where she processes her emotions before they process her. It is the pause that protects her dignity. When she walks away quietly, it is not because she lost. It is because she refused to lose herself. People often underestimate silence. They mistake calmness for weakness. But those who understand life know this truth. The deepest rivers flow silently. The strongest roots grow unseen. Real power does not shout, it stabilizes. A silent woman builds boundaries without aggression. She does not need loud words to command respect. Her consistency speaks for her. Her values speak for her. And when she finally chooses to speak, her words are measured, meaningful and impactful because they come from awareness, not impulse. Silence also connects her to herself. In quiet moments, she hears her intuition clearly. She understands what to accept, what to change, and what to release. She stops seeking approval outside because she has made peace inside. And this inner peace changes everything. Her presence becomes calming. Her decisions become wiser. Her life becomes lighter. So remember, silence is not suppression. Silence is selection. It is choosing when to engage and when to let go. It is knowing that not every battle deserves your energy, and not every noise deserves your attention. The silent woman does not chase attention, yet attention follows her. She does not force respect, yet respect surrounds her. Because when a woman masters silence, she masters herself, and that is the greatest power of all. There comes a stage in life when a woman realizes that silence is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced. In her earlier days, she may have felt the need to respond to everything, to correct everyone, to explain herself again and again. But with time, experience teaches her a deeper lesson. Not every situation improves with words. Silence becomes her sanctuary. In that quiet space, she learns to separate what matters from what merely makes noise. She understands that people speak from their conditioning, their pain, their insecurities. And once she understands this, she stops taking everything personally. This awareness brings her a calm that no argument ever could. A silent woman does not rush to react. She pauses. And in that pause, she protects her peace. While others allow emotions to control their actions, she allows wisdom to guide hers. This does not make her distant, it makes her centered. She feels deeply, but she does not let feelings overpower her values. Silence also teaches her patience. Just as a seed grows quietly beneath the soil before it becomes a tree, she grows inwardly before showing results outwardly. Her strength is not visible in loud achievements, but in consistent choices, choosing dignity over drama, growth over gossip, and peace over pride. Many misunderstand her silence. Some think she has accepted defeat. Others assume she has nothing to say. But the truth is, she has learned the art of choosing her battles. She knows that engaging with negativity only multiplies it. so she steps back not in weakness but in wisdom. When a woman becomes comfortable with silence, she becomes comfortable with herself. She no longer seeks constant validation. She no longer depends on others to define her worth. Her confidence comes from alignment between her thoughts, her words, and her actions. Silence sharpens her intuition. It helps her sense what is right and what is forced. She learns when to stay and when to walk away, and when she walks away quietly, it is not escape, it is self-respect. Her presence has depth. People may not always notice her immediately, but they remember her. There is a sense of stability around her, a feeling of safety. This is because she does not bring chaos into conversations. She brings clarity. And when she finally speaks, her words carry weight. They are not rushed or reactive. They are thoughtful and purposeful. People listen not because she is loud, but because she is grounded. In a noisy world, silence becomes a spiritual discipline. It teaches humility, awareness, and strength. The woman who masters silence does not lose her voice, she refines it. She understands that her power does not lie in being heard all the time, but in being true to herself. Because when silence is chosen consciously, it becomes the loudest expression of self-respect, wisdom, and inner strength. There is a quiet transformation that happens when a woman realizes she does not need to speak to be powerful. Earlier, she may have believed that being heard meant being loud, that standing up for herself meant constant explanation. But life, in its subtle way, teaches her otherwise. It teaches her that true strength is calm, not chaotic. Silence becomes her teacher. In silence, she learns to sit with her emotions instead of reacting to them. She learns that emotions are like waves. If she waits, they rise and fall on their own. This patience gives her stability. While others get carried away by every situation, she stays anchored. A silent woman understands that words are energy. Once spoken, they cannot be taken back, so she chooses them carefully. She does not speak from anger or insecurity. She speaks from clarity. And when clarity is absent, she chooses silence. This choice protects her relationships, her peace, and her self-respect. She also understands that not everyone deserves access to her inner world. Silence becomes her boundary. It is how she protects her heart without hardening it. She does not close herself off. She simply becomes selective. This selectiveness is not arrogance, it is emotional maturity. With time, she stops needing approval. She realizes that seeking validation keeps her dependent, but silence makes her independent. In that independence, she finds freedom. Freedom to be herself without constant justification. Freedom to grow without announcing every step. People often misjudge her quiet nature. They assume she is unaware or unaffected. But silence sharpens her observation. She notices patterns, intentions, and inconsistencies. She sees what others miss because they are too busy speaking. This awareness helps her make better choices in people, in priorities, and in paths. There is also healing in silence. It allows her to process pain without spreading it. Instead of projecting hurt, she transforms it into understanding. Instead of reacting with bitterness, she responds with boundaries. This is how she breaks cycles quietly, consciously, courageously. When challenges arise, she does not panic. She trusts that clarity will come if she remains still. Just like muddy water becomes clear when left undisturbed, her mind settles when she allows silence. From this settled space, solutions emerge naturally. Her presence becomes grounding. People feel calmer around her, even if they do not know why. This is the effect of inner alignment. She is not trying to impress, she is trying to be at peace. And peace has its own magnetic power. When she finally chooses to speak, her words are few but impactful. They carry sincerity, they carry intention. And because she does not speak often, people listen closely when she does. In a world addicted to noise, the silent woman becomes a reminder that strength can be gentle, power can be quiet, and wisdom often arrives without words. Her silence is not absence, it is presence in its purest form. So remember this. Silence is not about holding yourself back. Silence is about choosing yourself. The silent woman is not invisible. She is observing. She is evolving. She is becoming powerful in ways the world does not immediately notice. And when the time comes, she doesn't need to raise her voice. Her calmness speaks. Her wisdom speaks. Her presence speaks. That is the power of a silent woman.